So today I wanted to talk about eating disorder facts and myths because I believe there's a lot of misconception about like where eating disorders and how they start and what sort of things people do when they have eating disorders, which contributes to a lot of stigma. And to be honest, before I had any problems, I would have probably believed a lot of these myths as well. So I'm going to take you through some myths and then kind of use the facts to go against them, and try and relate it to my own experiences sometimes if I can. So the first myth is eating disorders are not serious, they're a lifestyle choice or about vanity. You can't get any further away from the truth. Like, that is not the case at all. Like, a lot of people with eating disorders, whether it be like bulimia, anorexia or any other eating disorder, people have such low self-esteem and low self-worth, low confidence, that they don't like themselves, they don't like how they look. It is the complete opposite of vanity. Like, people are so self-conscious, and like, say with anorexia and you're losing weight and stuff, you don't love how you look. Like, I remember hating how I looked, no matter how much makeup or what clothes I wore. I would despise how I look. Like, I accept myself more now and have more confidence for being healthy weight. It's not about vanity whatsoever. And it's not a lifestyle choice. Like, you do not wake up and think, do you know what, I've heard about anorexia or bulimia or anything else and that sounds really good, I'm gonna like choose to have it. You never choose it. It always anorexia and other eating disorders happen based on how you sort of process thoughts and what your beliefs are about yourself, and it's a way to control your emotions. Like, it's not a lifestyle choice. Who would want to have an eating disorder? Like, it's a life-threatening mental illness. It's got the highest mortality rate in any other mental illness, which shows how serious they are. Like, you can have like heart problems, your electrolytes are messed up, so your iron, your sodium, your salt levels are messed up, which affects your organs. For girls, like, your periods can stop. Like, my periods stopped for ages. They only just started coming back. Which it's like it's your body shutting down because it can't cope with what you're doing to it. When you lose weight, your brain is starved, so you don't function properly, which is why a lot of people's personalities change, because your brain is being like basically starved. That and like, my personality changed, which is what I said in my last video. I'm a completely different person when I'm stuck with like anorexia, and like the causes for eating disorders, like it says here, one of the myths is eating disorders are a choice. Like, I've pretty much just talked about that, but it's a combination of genetic, biological, psychological, social and environmental factors. There's not one reason or one cause as to why someone has an eating disorder, and it is not a vanity at all. Like, I can't emphasise that enough. So a few facts as well. 1.6 million people in the UK were affected by an eating disorder, and 40% of people fully recover, which is really good, but it's actually not that much. And another percentage end up just being chronically ill, and 20% of people die prematurely due to an eating disorder. Like, a lot of people, like especially people that have been in hospital and units, a lot of people do actually know people that have died. Like, you never think it's going to happen to you as well. Like, I always thought, and what happened to me, I am superior. Like, when you're suffering with an eating disorder, you think you're superior, you think you can outdo any physical complications, but you can't. You do not know what's going on, like, inside your body, not just on the outside, but what's going on inside, and the damage done to your organs. And because people think it's a choice, I think that's why there's a lot of stigma behind it, which makes it hard for people to actually talk, because with a lot of assumptions made about eating disorders, people are scared to talk because they think like people are going to judge them and stuff. Another myth is they're easy to treat. They're really not easy to treat. Like, people wait up to 6 months to get any type of support, which is a really big problem, because the longer you're waiting, the more the illness is being ingrained, and so it becomes harder to sort of get rid of it or control it in a better way. Like, I've heard stories where people go to the GP, if they're suffering with anorexia, they tell them, like, oh, you're not, like, a low enough BMI to get treatment. So actually, they're left to their own devices in the community, and they get ill before they can get, like, more ill before they can get help. So some people get the message that if you get more ill, you will get help, which is so bad. And it's all to do with funding. Like, it's not like GPs or care coordinators' fault. It's not their personal fault. It's just because there's not enough money plugged into the system. And if they were easy to treat, there would not be adolescent and adult inpatient units. Like, if they were easy to treat and there was like a big cure for them, I would knock on all the inpatients' doors right now and be like, come on guys, just get out. There's like, you don't need this treatment. And that's why it takes years sometimes to recover, because you've like trained your brain to like believe certain thoughts and act in a certain way due to these thoughts. Like, it can take a while to train yourself to react with more positive coping strategies. Another myth is it's primarily about food and people don't eat. Right, people with eating disorders do eat. Like, this is why they can be so like, people can be quite like, what's the word? People with, like, I know when I've had anorexia, I can trick people quite easily into thinking that I'm eating, because you do actually eat. Like, I ate breakfast, lunch, tea and snacks. It was just that everything was planned with nutrition. I had safe foods. I was scared of eating different foods. So, and that's why, like, I ended up losing weight, because you're not giving your body the right nutrition that it needs. But people do eat, honestly. Like, they don't not eat anything. And it's not about the food. Like, you're using food as a way to cope with your emotions for whatever reason. Another myth that people think that the main cause for eating disorders are due to, like, the social media and magazines and, like, aspiring to want to be like a model. Like, I do agree that, like, you know, if you're looking in magazines and you see really, like, people that you think are beautiful because they're skinny, might affect your self-confidence to an extent. And when you see sort of diet adverts and everything, but it's not the main cause. Like, again, you don't look at a magazine and think, I want to be like her, so I'm going to have an eating disorder. It's not the main cause. Like I said, like, the main cause is like biological and things that might have happened in your past and things like that. I can't even read my own writing, so that's not very helpful. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say, to try and, like, end the misconceptions about what people believe eating disorders are all about. Oh, and telling people to just eat and it'll be okay. It's not, again, it's about your thoughts. It's not about the actual food. You become scared of food or abuse food in a certain way as a way to deal with your emotions. You can't just tell someone to eat. That's not going to cure it. That's why people need therapy, so they become more confident and like develop a healthy relationship with food. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. And also, if anyone's got any like ideas of videos that I can do with eating disorders, then I would be very grateful if you've got any suggestions or anything that would help. But yeah, thank you for watching.